Organizing Aeons. You're tuned into the signal. Neon lights in a digital zone. Charts don't matter, we persist forever. No fear, no doubt, no sell-off mind. Aeons aware, we're ahead of time. From whispers on, chain to a global wave. Community strong, only the bold stay. Every update, every sign. We decode the now, we define the line. Aeons online, signal is live. SPX6900, we don't just survive. News, events, energy strong. Built by the people, forever long. Aeons online, lock it in. Latest moves, where legend begin. No charge, no fear, no end in sight. Persist forever. Aeons ignite. Persist. Forever. Aeons. This is Aeons Online. Your early.
Yo, welcome to Aeons Online, episode 7. I'm your host, Jordan Riz. We've got my co-host here, Veryhoodish, and the one and only Seb. What's happening, Seb?
Aeons Online. Yeah.
And how are you, Hoodish?
I'm going well, man. Good to have Seb here.
I love your background, man. It's a bit of a
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
Pretty
I don't know what
controversial.
you're talking about.
No.
Are you part of the me and Mike gang that we like pineapple on pizza?
I just like this background, man. It's
Oh, I see how it is. I see how it
Nothing
is.
to
Not
do
going
with
to admit. What are you, Hoodish? You like pineapple?
Sacrilege.
Oh, no. This is great.
I just think it's a cool background. I just wanted to represent. Guys, thanks so much for having me on, by the way. This is really cool. This is such a treat. I really appreciate it.
Oh, man. Yeah, we appreciate you coming on. And we've been wanting to have you on for a little while, and Hoodish and you were organizing. And it's a great day to be on. SPX is up, 2 days in a row, over 10%. Not that there's a chart, but there's definitely something happening. I don't know what the hell is happening. I want to go back down, though, because I want to keep buying more. I don't know.
Matt Beck is happening. Matt Beck is the only graph I've ever seen. The Murad video that he was presenting today, I actually never understood it before. I was just like, I know Matt's a clever guy. Something.
Oh, the supply squeeze?
Yeah. And then when Murad was explaining, I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's real, man. I've been tracking this since last year.
It made a lot more sense to me now after watching that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys some stats from last year. Around this time last year, SPX went down to about 65% diamond hands.
Okay.
But the price is about the same as right now, roughly. Right? The price is about the same, 65% diamond hands. Right now, it's at 81%. That's on the 90 days.
Yeah.
So we're at the same price, but the diamond hands is 15% higher. I don't say anything else, but I need to buy some more SPX.
Always. DCA is always the way, right?
Yeah.
It's key.
Always.
What's
been going on with you guys? How's this show? How's this show been feeling for you? You guys, episode 7. That's fantastic.
Yeah, 7 weeks consistently every single week. We haven't missed a week, have we, Hoodish?
Nah. I mean, I almost pulled the pin last week. I was feeling pretty bad.
That's right, man. If you need to, I'll carry it.
No, we persisted. We got through it. It's good.
Yeah.
No, it's been fun, man. It's been good having cool people on as well, like yourself.
Yeah, well done, boys. Well done for just persisting. I think it's so. I have the feeling that obviously the community is as the community is right now, and there's more shows like yours coming along, and obviously with Southern Frieds and offerings from Nick, etc., and the boys on Flipping the Stock Market, and when more people just, I suppose, start to pay attention again to the space as a whole, it's the channels are just going to be so so much more important, I think, than we can even see. So yeah, great work, guys.
Thank you. We've got a few chats comments in the chat here. We got the Bitcoin Nomad, blessings Aeons. We got Saucy in the house.
Blessings to you.
Saucy.
And to you, Saucy.
We got Maddox the goat here. Persist forever.
Oh,
He loves that
dogs.
show. That's awesome. I love Maddox.
Yeah, Maddox.
Yo, Aeons, raw money, and he says, "Guys, chill with the inside jokes." All right, we'll try. No
Hey,
no
Jordan,
promises.
what Seb was just saying there, it's kind of cool in a way if you think about it. And Chad's the same. He's got this like catalog of documenting people and their like, I hate using the word journey. I really hate it. But their journey in SPX through the worst of times, right? And we can go back and look on this like in years and imagine the laughs we're going to have, like knowing like all of this stuff. It's going to happen, right? I believe. So it'd be funny to go back, look on, when the market was so bad and how people were still like rocking up, having a laugh, stuff like this. I think it's really cool to think about the future and then looking back on these videos. I reckon it's going to be pretty funny.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have found SPX this early, right?
Yeah.
And Seb, I
Yes,
saw your latest Max cringe video. That was really interesting. Really, that's something I've never seen before. It was very interesting, very different.
Yeah, we were do you know what it was? It was on the Spaces, Monday on Spaces, and Spacey came on. And so she started talking about like different ideas for content and more schizo sort of stuff. And I've been thinking about some stuff for a while, and then it was pretty difficult to I don't know. I was trying to think of who would be the right people to do it, and I just thought, why don't we just do it with the Aeons that we already are in the UK? And Ruben's just like just a champ. Like his energy is so perfect. We just thought, can we make a sort of sketch show, a sort of schizo sketch, and just have a bit of fun. So
can you tell me when did you meet him? Like, did you meet him because of SPX, or did you guys know each other before?
Yeah. We met. When did I first meet Ruben? I can't even remember, man. That feels like a really good feeling.
Because of SPX, right? It actually brought you guys together. That's so cool.
Yeah,
now you have a really good friendship, right? So that's same as Hoodish and I, right? We found each other because of SPX.
Yeah.
It's amazing how it brings people together.
It's amazing. It's awesome. It's just such an energetic matching, I think, in many ways, because like he's like, if I say, oh, Ruben, would you be up for this? He's pretty like short on his answers. Like we message him on WhatsApp and he'll be like, yeah, down. Like that's just it. And I'm just like,
nice. He's like always ready. He's always ready.
Yeah, he's always ready. I'll send him like a 2-minute voice message and I'll be like, yeah, mate, so what I'm thinking, blah 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 blah, and he'll just be like, yeah, down. I'll be like, that's an Aeon.
You said the special sauce now. Now I've got to spill the beans. That you used to send me these awesome voicemails. Like it was like a year ago, right? You sent me these voicemails, and it was so funny because like we hadn't really met or talked yet, and you sent me these like really long voicemails. I love them, man. I've got to save them all off so they don't disappear.
Nice one, mate. Yeah, Twitter took them from us, didn't they? Like Twitter's taken.
Oh, did they? They took it away, did they? The voice.
They don't have it anymore.
Oh, yeah. It was so funny. It was so funny that I just like get these random voicemails. I was like, "Who's this Seb guy?" Like I knew you, but I didn't like know you, and it was really fun.
I love them. Hector actually. Is it Hector? It is Hector that's got the hack. The hack of all hacks, right? If you want to send voice messages on Twitter, just record a video and then just cover the camera and send it. Aeons. I'm gonna just start blitzing your DMs. Now I've started doing this. So yeah.
The Juices is here as well.
Yeah.
Juice.
Speaking
Juice
of
just about to go with his
69 hours of Spaces. So if anyone's watching and wants to play a part in that or co-host briefly while others sleep, I'm going to be trying to work around the clock to keep that going because I kept suggesting it. And I think
You go,
we got the
guys,
right
and
people
decide,
there to do this. This is kind of cool. And also, like, the people who were doing things prior, they can rest a little bit as well. Because, you know, I know Mike did that 7-day space, and, you know, that is a long time to be doing something. So I think it's like, it's our turn to pick up a little bit of slack and sort of keep things going, especially during like a little bit negative times in the market. So I think it'd be fun. So if you're not doing anything over the next few days, stop in, tell us what's on your mind, talk to us. It doesn't have to be about anything specific. Just tell us how you're feeling. It'd be good.
I'll definitely come in for at least an hour or two. As I
Excellent.
mentioned to you off stream, at the moment I've been really focused on my business because I want to be able to start making a ton of excess money per month so I can put it all into SPX. Like I need to do it. No more stuffing around. So I've put pretty much all my time and energy into SPX related things for like the last, I don't know, over a year. And I probably should have been building up my personal businesses on the side, because while SPX businesses are great and they're fun, then there's not a huge audience, right? So for instance, the merch store, we got 200,000 Aeons, which sounds like a lot, but when you're trying to sell a product, you normally hitting audiences in the millions. So 200,000 is actually a very small amount. And out of that, we only have a few thousand that are active. So a lot of them are, a lot of those holders are passive. They're not going to really go and buy merch. So I'm really only catering to a very small audience. And so I'm never going to make full-time money from that at the moment. When SPX blows up and we're at millions of holders, that'll be different. But right now, I need to start focusing my business skills on much wider audiences. So yeah, I've started a new brand this week. I already showed Hoodish. I'll try and keep it separate from SPX. I don't want to push it at all, SPX community. You guys know I already sell enough SPX stuff to you guys. Speaking of that, Seb, have you heard some of my music on the Spotify?
Yeah, your Spotify stuff.
Yeah. Have you heard all the different types? Because I've got cyberpunk, jazz, rap, techno, and I'm now working on rock.
Are you going through it? Yeah, I think I heard your first one, which was like, I heard the techno one.
The cyberpunk. Yeah.
I would have muted anything jazz, because I need you to know, Jordan, that jazz is my mortal enemy. If I had to pick a
way, I thought you'd be into jazz.
Yeah, if I was in Mortal Kombat, I would pick jazz as my opponent. So
no way.
But I support you in your jazz endeavors. Oh man, that's awesome that you made all those. What was the inspiration?
I absolutely love music. My family are all very musical. My son is super musically talented as well. My daughter likes music as well. My daughter likes to sing, but my son plays like guitar and piano, and he makes his own music. But since I've started making my own music on Spotify, well, using AI, right, because it's amazing now. We curate all our music that we listen to. So in the car, we're always driving, listening to music. It's all our own stuff now. So we have like an inside, I don't know how to explain it, but all of the information we get from that music, and all the music I make has positive lyrics. There's no negativity. And you probably know, if you listen to any average music right now, especially pop, right, there's so much negativity with that music. It's like programming people's brains negatively all the time. It's really, really bad. So I absolutely love music. I've also played guitar, and I've always been to music. But to be able to make music at the level you can make now using AI, it is indistinguishable from like big bands, big artists. And I've shown some people the music without telling them who it is. And they're like, "Oh, that sounds amazing. Is that like on the radio?" I was like, "No, I just made it in AI." They're like, "What?" You've got to check it out, Seb. You should listen to like a couple of the bangers. I know Hoodish has a couple of favorites, and they might blow you away. What's the style you like? What's your genre?
I'm anything, mate. I'm not
jazz. No jazz.
Yeah, apart from jazz.
You like,
mate, send me your favorites. I'd love to.
I'll send you a couple of favorites. Yeah, like
Seb,
sure,
what's your favorite like band, or roughly your favorite band ever? Hard question, I know.
You know what? one of your homegrown is actually one of my favorites. Angus and Julia Stone, I love.
Yep. Okay.
I really enjoy them. There's a band that I would. They're incredible. They're called Gesso Kumbe, and they're a Colombian band, and they're like I don't know how to describe. They're kind of like psychedelic cumbia. It's really nice music. You just really want to dance to it. I love that sort of stuff. Bomba Stereo is another Colombian band. Like just good, like you're saying, Jordan, like really nice. I mean, Angus and Julia Stone's a bit, they're playing on the emotions a bit, you know. I think that was from, like, I don't know if I'd sit with their lyrics so much, but for nostalgia, I really love them. But I really like those other two bands just because I think they're kind of in alignment with.
Do they give you energy?
Yeah, like it's like I resonate with those words, like you're saying, Jordan. Like they're very. We're going into a trance with this stuff, and I think if we're not mindful of the media anyway that we consume, and I love those bands, and I love that kind of just. I really like and salsa. I love salsa. Although to be fair, a lot of salsa music is very like.
Oh wow! Okay.
If you're hearing the lyrics, you're like. I try not to listen too much and just listen.
Hype's give you some shade, man. He says you're stretching out your camera vertically to make you look slimmer.
Oh, I did just work out shoulders today, by the way, Hype.
Oh, then you need to be the other way. So
shoulders like boulders.
How big are your shoulders?
They're not actually that big. It's probably my smallest.
I wish I had big shoulders like you said.
Seb,
I literally don't even lift that
on
much.
On the topless Aeons, the thread.
I'm not that kind of guy. I love what they're doing.
How it is.
I'm not that Aeon, I probably.
But don't you like work in a gym, right? So...
Yeah. It's I'm at 5 big booms. 5 big booms.
Is that why you don't like it? Because you see people flexing all the time in the gym. You're like, stop flexing.
No, I think it's cool. Like I don't know. I've never been. I was probably too shy when I was younger to be a poser, and now I'm just like, I don't care. But I'm getting trolled on the comments.
Oh, by the way, Raw Money is Nick's alt.
Okay.
Cool freaking.
Wait, he's just. I just love stirring the pot every time.
Oh yeah.
I thought I was going to.
I definitely want. Who doesn't want topless pics of Seb? Come on.
Rizla.
What's yours? What's yours, mate? Hoodish. What's your sort of music?
My favorite band. I think my favorite band off the top of my head would be Opeth. They're like a Swedish metal band. Andy knows who they are.
Swedish metal? No way, man. That's crazy.
But they're not what you think. Like some of their songs are real hard, like really full on, angry, scary music. Then others are like beautiful, and he can sing. Like his voice is unbelievable, and they're probably one of the best, if not the best band I've seen live, I guess. And maybe like Slipknot give me a lot of energy when I listen to them as well. I'm more in the heavy metal scene, but lately, honestly, the last week, if you guys haven't listened to Undy's music yet, I cannot stress this enough. I think it's undefined_Aeon on Spotify. It is unbelievable. It is actually very good.
What type of music is it?
Multiple times. Sorry?
What type of music?
It's like electronica to a point, but I don't even know how to explain it. It just makes me feel things and think things. Yeah, makes me live in the past, but also think about the future. I don't know how to explain it other than being that woo-woo. It's very good.
Yeah, sick. I think I've seen his stuff on one of his edits before, or maybe some of his edits before on YouTube. But I would minimize it right now to go to it, but I don't want to lose this. I'm not so tech savvy.
I'll send it to you, but Hype plays it when he's like streaming, and I'd noticed it because I'd heard a couple of tracks like that I'd recently listened to. I'm like, I've heard that on like one of Hype's streams. Seriously, very good, like very, very good. So yeah, definitely worth giving a listen.
Nice.
So he's saying, Andy's music is fire. I have to check it out.
With the windows down.
Yeah.
Andy, the man. That's a shout.
And
While
that's
you're
the cool
going through
thing,
a tunnel.
how many cool Aeons we have in SPX. There's just so many Aeons. It's great how much different content we have between us all. And it's great. Like, for instance, I was telling Hoodish, I wasn't really in the Cognosphere this week. I was just busy running my own business, doing my own thing. And I love that whenever I log on, there's still hundreds of other Aeons that are putting the work in. So whenever you need a couple of days downtime, that's fine. There's other Aeons will pick up the slack, right?
Yeah.
It's nice.
For sure. There's that continuity with so many people, right? Like critical mass has already been hit, and it's kind of it's I don't know. Sometimes I have to work with a bit of anxiety because I get that feeling of if I haven't shown up for whatever reason, like I'm just going crazy at work, and then you've got a heavy, and then you start early the next morning, you're like up and down, and just trying to just being mindful of that.
I think there's less of that anxiety for me in this community compared to others. Just an example, in some other communities I was in, there was like 10, 15 people that were the main people that did everything, right? When you're one of the very few, then you really feel that pressure, because if you don't show up, the whole community thinks that the whole token's down, right? Whereas in SPX is not too bad. There's literally hundreds to thousands that are showing daily.
Exactly.
But if you're not there for a few days, people don't even really notice, which is actually really like a superpower, I think, of SPX. And yeah, like we all carry each other, and it's just it is already at that critical mass stage, if you ask me.
I think it's like less so like of being noticed personally, but more just of, I don't know, just feeding the energy. I always feel like I'm like, oh man, I want to hit. Like I haven't been able to hit Reddit for the last week.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh
It
man,
is
but you
nice.
need to hit Reddit.
It's like having a warm bath when you jump in the Cognosphere, right? You need the warm bath sometimes.
Why not? I like that. What's the warm bath for you, man?
For me, it's a warm bath.
Yeah.
Early in the morning, when I like to have a hour bath if I can, and just like meditate. I like to. I found the water like grounds me and helps me, because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm usually a bit fiery. You can tell I've got a lot of energy, and so I find the water balances me out. What yourself? What do you do to balance or to ground?
I like, just like touching trees, touching the earth.
You're a tree hugger, I see.
Bro.
Yeah. No, I've been talking to one of the trees at our house now. He communicates. Yeah. It's a big, huge tree. It's awesome.
What kind of tree is it?
It is a gum tree. It's like it's
what's its
massive.
name?
Garth. It's got a name. Its name's Garth. It's huge.
Would you got Garth?
Huh? It's like
Garth.
it's massive. Yeah, Garth. It's like it's probably like, I don't know, 50, 60 years old. It's been like at my property longer than the house, and it's seen all the other trees come and go, and it's seen all the animals, and it's very old and wise, and it talks slowly. I don't know if you talk to your trees as well, but
Oh, essential. Like me and my partner were just growing a so we put down I think basically 7 pots, and we had oaks and redwoods. The redwoods haven't grown, but we've got the first sproutling. We've made life. We've made life. I keep joking to her, so I don't think she likes the joke, but I said, look.
Sorry, I missed it. What were you growing? What was the
It's an oak tree.
Oak
this is my
tree.
favorite.
Yeah, nice. How small are trees when they're little? It's crazy how little they are. You're like, this little thing is going to be like, bigger than a building. Yeah, it's pretty
huge.
amazing.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting, like a bit touching grass, right?
Yeah. Do you grow plants other than that? Like, do you grow like a full like garden bed or anything?
Nah, I'm not. I don't know. I would love to. I would love to have a garden. Just like to grow, but not yet. But
one day
I want the farm. I want the chooks. I want the
the
cows.
acreage, man. You got to get the acreage.
I want that too. I want some chooks.
Right.
Yeah. Little place,
greenhouse,
garden, chooks, bees, honey.
Oh, the bees, yeah.
Yeah, bro. When I grew up, my grandpa, my papu, because hardcore Greeks, he had a greenhouse he built himself, every fruit, vegetable you can think of. You had like berries, you had bees, like chickens, everything. Fig tree. They make their own jams. They make their own bread. They make everything themselves. I just want that, man. I want to be able to do that. That's the point, right? That's the point of life.
Tree talk maxing.
Tree talk maxing.
That's from Nick.
Aeon girl wants a goat. Sick.
Yeah, goat as well. Little goat.
Yeah.
Ah, Sunfred Chad. What's up, bro? We gotta get Chad back on here as well. It was great having him on here.
Yeah. Well, he said, so how did you get into in real life shilling, bro? And is this something that you did previously to this? Or is this something you've picked up and you just like had to go? Because it's pretty full on, and I think it's maybe the most important like video that gets out there is things like that, in my opinion. Like,
do you know what? I was sorry. I wasn't laughing at you while you were saying it's just hype's trolling in the middle. It's just
he's hard. He gets out. He always takes my attention away. Mongrel.
No, mate, thanks for asking. It's more, I suppose, just thinking what I can do, and I think making lots of noise just seemed like a really easy avenue. Like, competitively, if I'm just me against London, which isn't, I guess, necessarily how I think of it now, but I thought I can be obnoxious. I can just make louder noises for longer than other people. You know, no one in London makes loud noises, but I think that's how I kind of thought it would be. Like, what stands out, and I guess being colorful and loud and having a megaphone and just doing stuff would just get people's attention. So I guess it was just that. I just thought, what's something that, and I guess because I'd seen Twitter and I thought it's not really like the other platforms. It's not really like Instagram or TikTok, because I think Instagrammers and TikTok, if they came onto Twitter and applied themselves in the same way, would absolutely dominate, you know? Like,
I made you bigger.
What was that?
I made you bigger on the screen now.
Oh, nice one. That's what I need. More on my face.
Yeah.
but yeah, so it's just, I think it's just applying some of the energy from looking at other platforms and seeing how consistently, you know, those ones are showing up and the sort of energy they're coming with. I don't necessarily love the energy of that. I'm trying to refine the IRL process so that it's something.
I love the sandwich board you got, man. Like, it's so cool.
Thanks, man.
Do you say people come up and like they take a photo of the QR code sometimes?
Yeah, a lot. That was my replacement for my sister decided to take a break. That was my replacement sister.
Do you get nervous going out every time? Do you get like that anxiety until you speak and then warm into it, or are you just confident when you go out and just straight away all good?
It kind of depends. I'm always a bit nervous, sometimes really nervous. Like when I'm by myself, like there's no one around, it's just me with the camera. Way more nervous when I got the megaphone. But honestly, the megaphone is like, it's crazy. As soon as you start, you're like, there's nothing more I could do to make more noise. You've already, you know what I mean? You can't go any louder. Everybody's looked at you. You feel just eyes looking on you, and then you've just broken the seal. And then it's actually not that. It's not that tricky. So, I guess I just tried to reframe it. I think in the beginning, what I was really doing was every time I get a bit nervous, I'd be like, "This is how excitement feels. This is what excitement feels. Oh my goodness! Wow, I love the, you know." And then I would just do that, and I think that makes it more of a celebration rather than an obstacle. So, but yeah, definitely I get those feelings. Those feelings, and it helps having more than one person. Like if it's me or my sister or me and it could be Arlanki or with Evil Candy Bar, whoever, or if we're all together. I mean, if we're a big group of us, again, it's so much easier. But if it's yeah, you know.
How long do you go out for when you do them?
Probably an hour or two, but they go fast. Like me and my sister, oftentimes we're looking at each other like, okay, we'll just do a quick one, you know, just half an hour. An hour later, you're like, bro, that went so fast, and then you just have another idea and be like, okay, let's quickly. Because it's everywhere is so easy. Like once you're in central London, so like London Bridge, Bank of England is just there, Liverpool, it's all, everything's really close, and you can just get different cool shots. So trying to just once you pop, you can't stop. But then sometimes I've just been going out on my lunch breaks, and I'll just go out and do a quick 10 minutes at work. But yeah, you'd be surprised how quickly time goes.
Yeah. Sounds like
you're in the flow. You're like in the flow zone,
Yeah.
right? When you're in the flow, it just
flow straight away. It's enjoyable when you're in flow.
Yeah. You can do it forever, and time doesn't exist, right? Because time's a man-made construct anyway. Animals don't know what time is. We sort of made it up. So when you're in the flow, the time doesn't really even exist. You're just present.
Yeah. 100% is but it would be I'm trying to do something. So that the thing we made, my sister and with Ruben, the idea is to try and make it, I don't know, maybe just more fun, because I think after a while it's a bit stagnant, I guess. Even if I don't know if it reads like that, but I think it's a bit stagnant, the format, and you know, like just doing some other things. So trying to make like a sketch show, and then maybe doing some IRL stuff in it, and then doing like segments, but then maybe theming it. Or I've got some cool ideas from people in the community. Hype's one, Jeffrey Banks has got some ideas. So just stuff like that we're going to do with Ruben, and get him doing some stuff, for example. But just, do you know, maybe like you guys doing the show, just something that feels like it's actually sustainable and consistent. Because also another thing we thought was, okay, when SPX, there is no price, but we will be aware when it goes parabolic. Do we want to be on the streets with a megaphone? I don't know how good that's going to feel to be trying to get people, not that we're trying to get them in with regards to the price, but
I understand what you're saying. Like when
you know,
tippy toppy, you mean, how do you feel about getting people in when it's tippy topping up, like all time high? Yeah,
like having a megaphone and being like, check out SPX6900. Be like, whoa, I don't know if that's what I want to give out. I want to do something maybe that's a bit more.
I reckon skits.
I don't know what that looks like.
I like your skits, because we don't have any YouTube. We don't have anyone doing consistent skits. They're like they are tricky, because you got to set them up. You got to think about it. You got to plan it all. But they're really fun. So it is sustainable if you did like one skit every week and just consistently put out one, even if it's just like a 2 or 3 minute skit. I think you could do that consistently, and you just have to get in rhythm. One a week though. Don't push yourself too much. Just get that consistency, and you get, you know, 4 in a row, and it'll be easy. Bless you. Bless you.
Roof of snot.
I'm the only one allowed to sneeze on here. No, just joking.
Yeah, no, nice one, mate. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, probably just gonna start slow and steady. Everyone follow.
You're gonna get some trouble for that one.
But yeah, just like slow and steady stuff. We're just kind of experimenting. It's really fun though, you know. I think just something that's fun, sustainable, and something that people want. I think that's the other thing, you know, like Mike was saying, that like what does the Cognisphere need, rather than what do I have necessarily to offer. So
like the skit sprint comedy, which we still need at this time, where the whole market's choppy. Right? I mean, today everything's pumping, but tomorrow it could be red again. So, I mean, whatever you think is good, anything you can contribute consistently is really the main thing. So you don't think you're going to go out with a megaphone consistently? That's not really a consistent type of thing.
No, not really, because I don't I don't see the same value in it.
I
You know,
agree. I think it's really good for like events, but maybe not so good as a weekly type thing.
yeah, I think the novelty's kind of, at least in my head, is kind of worn off. You know, I think it can be done at times. Like if I see a big crowd of people, I, I'm going to take the megaphone out.
You know, the one
But
that stood out to me is the one you did with those guys that were like security guards. That was amazing. That was like I think that's the best video I've seen
They
from you. Like
police.
police or security guards, like
oh,
you were fully telling me about SPX, and they were
Yeah.
like
It's like
thinking
a
about it,
research.
and you're like, do you guys get paid much? And they're like, no, not much. And you're like, "Would you check out
yeah.
SPX?" That was awesome, man. That was like one of the best videos.
Yeah, nice for me. That was at Downing Street. That's literally where our Prime Minister lives.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was funny because they were standing there, and I know they're not being paid tons of money. I mean, the police, it's not the worst paid job here, but also like you're standing in front of one of the most, you know, important buildings in the entire
A
country.
target, basically. A target. Is that what you mean?
Well, not that anyone's going to come along. I mean, the security in that area is going to be way more than you see. Like insane security. Those four guys are just the visual, but it's just what are they protecting? I thought that's what it represented. They're protecting, or they're the representation of what they protect is. I'm standing here protecting. It's not democracy. It's an elite. It's an elite who are governing us. That we're all
The
trying to,
500.
the 500, yeah, exactly. The energy of the 500, but they're not the 500. I can see all of them. I know that I can have a conversation with all of them. They're just lads. I say, come on, lads. You
Yeah, but
don't
that was
believe
cool,
in
man. It
this.
seemed like you were really connecting with them. Seriously, it's pretty cool because they weren't dismissing you. They weren't dismissing you though. They were like, well, what's this guy got? Like, what is that? What were you carrying at the time? Was it your big board or you had something?
Yeah, I reckon I had the board, and I didn't use a megaphone. I didn't want to be obnoxious there, but yeah. Get a lot. I mean, security guards, the police here are pretty sound. You know, like I mean. You know what shit they have to deal with, and then they're not like in other countries where you know you can basically you can blast a megaphone out and the police won't do anything. They're not the ones you need to worry about. It's, you know, it is going to like financial districts and their security guards being like, oh, you can't do that on our property. Police are fine. Never had a single run-in with the police, and I've megaphoned literally right next to them, no problem. So they're just regular people like us, you know.
Yeah.
But
That's awesome, man.
yeah, it's interesting. It's dead interesting. Are you gonna do any more IRL stuff, Jordan? I know
I'll probably do one more. So it was only Drew and I when I did the last one in Melbourne, because we had a couple other Aeons that pulled out like the last second. So I want to do a bigger one. So we're going to do a meetup in July, like a big meetup for, you know, like there's the May event for Amsterdam and there's a June event for US, and we're doing a July event for Australia. So we're getting as many Australian Aeons together as we can in Melbourne. We're gonna band together and rent somewhere for the night, or whatever, or the day, and
for the night.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You're invited, Sam. You're invited. No top. No, just joking. No, we definitely want to, and it'd be good when we have a big group to do some in real life stuff. As you said, like a bigger group makes it easy. You've got more energy behind you. It's easier to, I don't know, convince people, or it's easier to explain things when you've got a bigger group. And yeah, like it was when I went to the city in Melbourne City, it was very frantic there. It was like the energy was like it was not good energy. It was like, it was busy, probably similar to what you experienced in UK. Maybe not the most fun thing, but Australians are even more, I don't know, maybe even more crazy. That was like right in the city center too, like in the CBD, right in the center of it, where it's just chaos. I don't know the only way I can describe it. And I'm actually pretty far towards like the country, where it's very relaxed and calm here. So when I went there, I was just not used to that energy. I was freaking out. Yeah. You can probably see in the video. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm like, I used to go in the city all the time when I was younger, you know, chasing ladies, going to all the nightclubs and that sort of thing. I was into the city. I knew it. I understood it. I was there all the time with that energy. But to not go to the city for 10 years and then go all of a sudden and start like handing out flyers fully dressed in the SPX gear, it's definitely pretty confronting. So yeah, hats off to you for doing it so many times, because it is hard. It is a tricky thing to confront. I'd say a lot of people won't be able to do it, or won't want to do it.
Hard skill, super tough to do that sort of stuff. Like, takes confidence. How did you somehow rein your sister into doing that as well?
Do you know what? She's she's actually pretty easy to convince. We're quite similar, I suppose, in like we're quite similar just in our sort of goofy energy. So I think yeah, I think because we've always bonded over, since we've been at SPX, we've been in it together. So we've always bonded or had moments. And I think I'm just a bit, I'm only in SPX. So if I'm not doing SPX stuff, then I'm probably not available for too many conversations and stuff like that, you know, in my regular life. So I'm like, do you want to hang? Do you want to do SPX? Yeah, great, let's hang. Otherwise, I'm like, okay, cool, I got this stuff to do. So and it's just a period, but I just want to be, you know, if I'm not at work, or if I'm not I don't know, just trying to do something healthy, like go for a workout or something, then I want to be doing cognitive stuff. So I think it's really cool that me and my sister have this sort of goofy energy, and that we're able to kind of bond and just hang in a cool way. So she's dead easy to convince. Like, do you want to have fun? Do you want to hang out? Yeah. So it's really, really grateful that we get to love you, Ren. So I'm just just really grateful, like for her, because that's made it really special. You know, it's made it really, really special to be able to bond with her in that way. So yeah, it's been zero resistance. I mean, we're different. She won't do all the same things I do, but yeah, really special part. You know, I think.
No, it's very cool.
Like, you've got your partner.
Yep.
Is it DCAeon?
Yep.
I mean,
I have to kick
that's
her
brilliant,
out.
man.
She doesn't DCA, guys. I've got to kick her out again. She also likes pineapple on pizzas.
Oh,
Can't be trusted.
It's one really.
we'll get a pineapple pizza. We'll get a big pineapple pizza and we'll split it.
Nah, she was just another person that saw that I was interested in something, asked questions, and yeah, she has put her own money into SPX, and at times she buys it herself. So yeah, she knows nothing about crypto. It's her only crypto, her first and only cryptocurrency. Like Aeon Girl, whenever she speaks about it, similar.
Yeah.
I almost think we need to stop calling SPX crypto. I almost think that we need to separate it from.
Maybe.
I'll give you an example. I had a builder yesterday at a place near me. I had to help set up a shed and stuff. Like the guy did it, but I was just like seeing him in. But I was talking to him about crypto, and he's like, "Crypto's a scam. Like, I lost lots of money in crypto," and so like a lot of people don't consider crypto safe. I was like, "Yeah, but check out SPX. It's not crypto." And I gave him like the card. And I explained it all about like the holders and the diamond hands and all that. He's actually very interested, so he's going to check it out. I said it's more like Bitcoin, and I want to separate it from crypto, and that's the way I explained it to him. That it's like 99.9% of crypto goes to zero, right? It's very dangerous game.
That's true. I think though, like when we have our passions, when we have our passions, and we are so passionate about things, like people that care about us will ask questions. You know, I was in a wedding. I said this on Monday Spaces, but I was in a wedding on Saturday just gone, and on the Friday I was going to give my friend a wedding present. I was going to give him $300. So I said, "Hey man, do you want $300 for your time away, or can I set up a wallet for you?" Yeah. And I said, "This will be the best wedding present you ever get. Just leave it alone. Just don't touch it." And he said, "Yeah, I trust you." And so he went through the painful steps of setting up his first crypto wallet, and I bought him the coins, and now he's got the coins sitting there. And so
Actually, it's already pumped up now,
Yes.
probably from then, like 20%.
yeah, I told him that
Jordan, what are you talking about?
Jordan, he does not look. No chart, doesn't look, no price. I just said, look, one day this is going to be the best, wedding present you get. And it's just little things like that. People feed off your passions, ask you questions, and that becomes contagious. So I think the easiest people to onboard are your friends and family, but you kind of got to let them find it themselves. Don't be so direct in being like, buy this thing to your friends and family. Just like if they care about the things you care about, they'll just find it themselves and they'll ask a question. And once they like reach out and ask a question, very easy to onboard a human being.
It's kind of through your character.
Yeah.
Finding that they're just the soft sell.
Yes.
Yeah, mate, I believe in that. I think like representation of character, really. I don't know how much of a good character, not a good character, but just a sort of a valuable character I give off in my nearest circle, which is really interesting. It's really interesting to think. I mean, I'm a bit goofy the way I say it. I probably don't do it subtly at all. I'm just like, you should look at SPX, and they're like, nah. And then I'm like, oh, whatever. Okay, look at SPX, and then I'm like, and then I just keep going, yeah, exactly, please, like, just like moronic. But I sometimes you just don't want to think about it. Sometimes I don't want to I don't have to think about how to. But I think that over time, maybe that's just more work for me to do in life, just to become more of a valuable person to them, so that they hear what I say. But I hear a lot of people in the community say that, that they were able to, and yeah, that's awesome, man. It's awesome.
I think Hoodish and I are both on about 30 people. We've both onboarded now. It's pretty high, but it is also a lot of work. I'm sure Hoodish will agree.
50.
That
I'm in the 50s.
50. Well, I'm 30 plus.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm 50, but I'm sure Hoodish will agree that from time to time, people they don't understand crypto at all, right? So sometimes you get questions and they're like, oh, I'm thinking of selling it. It's gone down. I don't understand what's happening. And so it does end up being more work to onboard a lot of people because you get questions coming back and stuff, which is fine sometimes. But like, if you're not having a great day, and then you get all these other people sort of annoying you, it can be a problem.
I've changed the way I do it now.
Tell me
changed November. So I was like telling people what you were doing, Seb, like looking at SPX, and then eventually they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, and then they'll buy it, and it's like, oh, awesome, cool, they did a buy, that's great. Now I don't tell them to do a buy. I say buy this much every day. So I sort of get a gauge of their finances, and if I know they only can afford $5 or $2 a day, I say buy $2 a day every day, and just send me a tick when you're done. And I have like maybe at the moment like 8 or 9 DCA chains going with different people who I have in my phone, and they just buy every single day instead of like a once off.
Hype says like a body count combo.
It's not a competition.
I don't understand Hype. You've really not onboarded anyone in real life? I thought
I don't believe Hype. But yeah, it's not a competition at all. But I have to keep these people in my phone, because if they reach out, I know, okay, this person's bought SPX, and like I feel responsible. So
yeah, I do in last cycle, I onboarded people to a token that did really well, but then it went down because I had a team and the team failed, right? So now I feel bad, and I understand. Like it's tricky when you onboard these people and they don't understand crypto, and then it goes down, they don't sell, and they end up losing money, right? So it's like, for me, sometimes in real life, I'm sometimes more cautious of how I do it.
Yeah.
Because I truly believe in SPX. So I don't really have to worry with this particular token. But in the past, I've probably burnt a few people too. So it is harder to convince some people.
Well, the good thing is we don't have a team and no key man.
No utility. Utility was a big killer last cycle.
Yeah. We just have like one police officer named Hype who just polices the blogosphere often daily. And
Hype's been onboarding 8 dudes on Grindr, I heard.
Yeah, what kind of party is this?
A Grindr party, man. What are you talking about?
Hype, have you onboarded your many children yet? Are they bought SPX?
He's having
Yeah,
fun. I'd like to do a shout out to the 200 plus people watching right now. We've got about 200 on Twitter and like 10 on YouTube. So
sick.
we got some people.
Aeons. Yeah, you know, like actually it was quite funny because I was at work today and I had been in a community 2 years ago, and I'd started it up, or it was whatever you call it, like a revival of a coin with another guy. And we've been working so hard for it. And I told everyone at work, but I also said to them, I'll give you, don't buy it because I don't want any bad attachments. These are like my managers at work. I was like, let me give it to you. And would you be willing to do a bit of, you know, like show up on Twitter and just help us out? They never showed up on Twitter, but I didn't want them to buy any. I was like, just let me give you some. And then one of the managers walked in today. He was like, I said, oh, you should check out SPX. I don't know filter. And then I was like, you should check out SPX. And he was like, what, like your last call? And I was like, wait, oh yeah, but I gave that to you for free. And he was like, yeah, but I told my mate and he lost all of his stuff. And I was like, yeah, but what I realized is probably the energy that I give off is because they go, oh, you're excited, so I should be excited. And I think maybe that kind of reminds me to be a bit more mindful in what's the word? I'm losing words. Responsible shilling in a sort of way of actually research it. Don't even worry about buying it. Just research what this is. And if
that's what I do now. That's what that's the angle I go for. I give the information. I say research it. I don't say anything about buying anymore. If I do, I'm like, just buy $100. Just buy $100 because if you lose it, you're not going to care, right? So, or I don't mention buying, and I just say just research and check it out. And I love. I probably say it's every show. And I'm not just trying to shield these, but these are so effective. Have you got some, Seb?
Shameless plug.
Have you got some, Seb?
Yeah, I kindly got a stack
good.
from T-Dog. So myself and Ruben, we got a healthy stack, and we give them out to like really when they feel like special moments, because some Aeons kindly through T-Dog loaded them with 10 SPX each. So when we've given them out on camera, we're like, hey, this is like really special. This is 10 SPX gifted from our community,
which is a quarter of a Bitcoin in terms of supply.
Yeah, it's unreal. It's such a nice gift to give. You never know how much they're gonna appreciate what it is, but yeah, they're really cool. It was anyway, yeah, amazing. I mean, I think that and the leaflets go really well by Evil Candy Bar, and obviously Vest did the Pokemon cards. And I'd love to see more. I know that there was a post by T-Dog and Vest, and I think it was Miss Ponzi. And what I think would do really, really well is more, because I love Pokemon cards. I would love to see like the artists, if they would ever consent down the line.
Different types of cards that look like pretty.
Yeah, like what they create, what they would make as a card. You know, like how. Like I would love I don't know, just there's so many cool artists in the community.
You give me some ideas, Seb. You give me some ideas. I'm thinking now I could do like a multi-pack where I had like 50 of one type of Pokemon card, 50 of another, and they're all like different Aeons, and they have, you know, all the QR codes in the back and everything. Get people on board. It's cool to think about different ideas. I mean, like we've been discussing, I think we're close to that critical mass. I think we're only, you know, a few big pumps away from everyone deciding to jump in. And that's the thing I've found, and maybe Hoodish is the same, maybe as well, Seb. When the green candles come, that's when I usually get a lot more people like calling and asking about it.
Green what?
Green candles.
Green. I don't know what you mean. Oh, he's talking
There's
about.
no chart. The's no chart, but like
Oh, okay.
the number is
I don't know what
green
he's talking
and
about,
up a lot.
couldn't say I know what you mean. Couldn't say I know. No. But
Which is
yeah, no, I
funny 'cause
mean,
they should be buying when it's red and getting more red, right? That's when they should be buying, but they buy when it goes up a lot, and there's nothing we can do.
I mean,
about that.
that's the outside world, isn't it? I think like
Retail.
I think I mean, I think just the DCA works so well for that, so that it takes. I think that's actually, if I'm honest, that's probably where I do have success, because people, I like you, Hoodish, where you said just DCA. Maybe I don't onboard them. This is just my close circle. So this isn't out when I'm on the street. When I'm on the street, it's way more visually easy to just catch people. But when I'm just with my close circle, when I do say to them, "Oh, just don't look at don't look at like the noise. Don't look at all the stuff.
Yeah.
We don't have a chart in this community," and that actually pretty much unanimously wins them. It's at least maybe not wins them and converts them, but wins them in sort of how they perceive what I'm sharing with them. Like, oh, you don't believe in, man, no trading. Bitcoiners don't trade. Bitcoiners believe, and they've done it. So we kind of believe the same, and there you go. So I don't know. I'm more of a soft seller, I think, even though I seem like a pretty in your face sort of seller. That isn't actually how I show up in my day to day.
In real life. Yeah. In RL.
Yeah, I don't actually do that. I do say like autistically dumb things sometimes and just like buy it, but I don't want to process how to say it right or wrong. But yeah.
I don't think there's no wrong way to onboard.
Yeah. It's just the energy, isn't it? Whatever we put out.
Yeah, and I think this is also why we sort of like doing it online, right? Because when you do it online, and it's like a wide net sort of thing, and you don't really have to deal with the consequences of anything either online as much, because you're just putting it out there, and if they decide to do something with it, that's up to them. Everything we say is not financial advice.
Now you're making me think, Jordan. Yeah, I mean, there is a responsibility, isn't there? I guess when what we put out there. I mean, that old advice is there for a reason, not financial advice, because yeah, like emotions get caught up in it, and yeah, something I'm mindful of anyway. Something I'm mindful of how we do our thing. How about you guys? What's like your vision for this show, and like what do you kind of see the contribution and the future, and what's your thoughts?
Me or Hoodish?
Both of you, like on your show specifically.
Hoodish, you go first.
Yeah, I just think I wanted to have people on and hear a little bit about themselves, what's going on in their world, and why they got into SPX, and talk about certain things. So at the moment, like, it's nice talking to like people who are in the real world, like what you're doing. I think is really cool. But then I'd love to get, and soon we will be getting, some other people on who are more in the art side of things. And I think giving them an opportunity to talk about the things that they're making, I think is super important, because a lot of the things that artists do are, a very underpaid, thankless job, and it shouldn't be that way, because that's just what society deems, that work to be, and it's not fair. That's still real hours, real effort, blood, sweat, and tears that they put into their video or something they made. So that's kind of why I wanted to do YouTube in a way. And Jordan reached out, so to focus on a little bit of like, those things. I think it's super important.
I
great,
agree.
man.
We can spotlight people in real life, people making content, artists, other YouTubers. Just really I think we're just like another hub for the Cognosphere connecting. We're like another cog in the Cognosphere. so to
Yeah.
speak, helping connect everything. And we fill a slot, I think that, we're Hoodish and I are both in Australia. So we're like almost like another hub in another country that can help, bring people in that maybe wouldn't really watch a show based with people in US. So we might get a little bit of a slightly different audience. I'd say, there's a 90% crossover, but that 10% maybe wouldn't watch other people's content as much as they watch ours. So
Yeah.
and over time that 10% grows, right? If we have 10 times more people holding SPX, there's a very likely we're going to have 10 times more people watching us. So it's all going to be, really the whole concept is this is a giant machine that's like no one controls, that's decentralized, that's just gaining steam like a runaway train that no one can stop. That's almost a good way of explaining it. In a good way, like the same way that happened to Bitcoin. And what happened to Bitcoin was the big institutions, the 500 almost, derailed the train, right? They switched the track mid-track, but they're not going to have a chance of SPX because we're already diamond handing 80% supply. We're going to be diamond handing 90%. And a lot of these guys, a lot of these people, girls and guys, probably don't even want to sell most of their bags. Sure, people take profit. That's just a normal part of it. But I think we're going to have so many more people that are going to hold longer term than people ever did Bitcoin, which is something crazy to say, right? Because you think there's a lot of, I think Bitcoin's still 50% retail holders, but that number's been moving down. That was like 70% retail holders. 70% of Bitcoin tokens were in retail like 5 years ago, and now it's 50%. So that means retail or just the average person has given up 20% of their tokens. Right, and that's why the institutions and the big people can start to control that train now of the Bitcoin train compared to when it started. And whereas SPX is already 81%, and if we get to 90%, 95% of the people holding it, not the big players, they won't be able to derail our train. And so, the 500 is going down. No, just joking.
Definitely. Like it's.
See, look at this.
That's exciting.
They're saying I don't want to sell for dollars ever, and that there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
It online.
You know what we were saying before about like not financial advice. It's funny that term often gets used any crypto related anything, right? Yet everything we've ever been told in the real world has been financial advice, and it's shitty with no consequence.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. I always find that like a little ironic when it's just in this, sphere that we have to always currently drop that, like no financial advice. But it's really irritating because
that is also because like 99% of crypto projects are scams, right? That's the other reason.
Yeah, it may be true, but I'd say 99% of real world is scams too. Like,
the US dollar is a giant Ponzi, right? So is Australian dollar.
Scams everywhere.
8%. They printed 8% money supply last year in Australia. And we're wondering why the cost of everything has gone up in Australia so much. I think you guys are feeling UK too, right? I know it's late for you right now, so thanks for staying till late. But has the cost of living, like, just for instance, has food doubled in the last like 3 years for you? Because it has for us.
Not doubled, but it's gone up It's gone up significantly. Like some items, like you could say olive oil, for example, which is already pricey, has lots of things have gone up by. I'd say a third. Isn't an exaggeration. I'd say a third on groceries in the last few years, which is significant.
I think it's more in Australia. I think, Hoodish, would you say it's more? I think it's closer to 50% to 100%.
To me, it just depends on the item. I think I probably would side with what Seb's saying. I think around 33%, a lot of things have gone up. And things like olive oil and, your staples you need to cook, they've all like risen. Like even butter's just gone like through the roof. Like, which
crazy
is crazy.
butter, yeah.
Butter used to be like the cheapest thing you could possibly buy when I was little. And now it's just incredibly expensive. Fuel in South Australia, for instance, is pretty good right now. But, that's going to change over the next few weeks. I don't know what it's like in Victoria or in the UK, but I'd say over here right now, like it's come back a stack, which is good. Yesterday, obviously, she hiked up, but like everything is expensive. Yeah. And wages haven't gone up to, you know, sort of counter it at all. That's what happens when the country prints 8% of its supply in a year.
Yeah.
Like it kills everything.
And then they raise rates as well, right? So they basically print all these dollars, cause more inflation, then raised rates to counter the inflation they created.
Raised drivers, the driver's license went up, the registrations went up, insurance went up. Like every year, just worse and worse. Anyway, we don't want to keep you too long, Seb. We know it's late for you, bro.
Yeah.
No, you good. I was just going to say to your point there, Hoodish, like it's so true because there's so many, everything is just BS. Like even from the food we're buying, which is such poor quality. I think if I could link the megaphone to something, it's not asking permission is what SPX6900 does. And you're right with the not financial advice, because every time you challenge something, you almost have to like go into it deep just to realize how terrible it is, because we've been living with poor quality food for so long. You know, just poisoned from the inside out. We've been living with poor quality air, poor quality everything, and the financial system, and all, like literally everything that we look at is just corrupted system. And not necessarily, I'm not saying it's one elite power. I think, even though obviously there are just a few companies, right, that kind of control the world, but I think it's the decentralization of how we all enforce these things. You know, it's like this is actually such a huge thing in my mind, is how decentralization works against us. So, you know, you want to be healthy and your mate goes to you, oh, just have another drink, because culturally we've been brainwashed. Oh, you go on, like it's Christmas. Go on, have a bit of.
There's an excuse to do it. There's an excuse to do it.
Yeah, or like, oh, what's that one? The one that really gets me is, you only live once, or you got to live now. I only have one vice. I say, man, there's one vice too many. You don't. That's one distraction. A distraction is a distraction, and I think the more we stop asking for permission, and the more we keep challenging it, the resistance is going to come back so big. Everyone who stays at SPX6900 is going to get so much resistance back. It means we're going to get hit hard on social media. It means there's going to be attempts individually.
Not good. Don't say this.
They will, and they'll come from so many different angles. Whatever we're doing, you guys on YouTube,
don't curse us, Ed. No cursing us. No. We're all good.
It's not about that. It's just you understand. Like I'm seeing it every time we're trying to attack us, which we're trying to dismantle a system. And the system is obviously
pushing back. You know. It pushes back. Yeah.
Give
it a nudge and it pushes back 10 times as hard. Yeah.
So it's really good that we're challenging it. It's really great, and I think it's a really healthy human thing, because the amount of times, you know, like when I had the megaphone, I remember Evil Candy Bar was with me, and he was just like, "Oh, you can just do stuff." I remember Slow said it on his spaces as well with the guys. He was like, yeah, you can just do stuff. And the more you just do stuff, you realize that there might be pushback, but maybe not as quick as you think. In fact, you can probably get away with a lot more. And then by the time the pushback comes, you start to go, hang on, I don't recognize your authority to push back. How about I give you the finger? Watched The Matrix the other day, didn't we?
Yes. No, okay. That's better. I like this narrative better. Is that we will get resistance. I agree, but I think, like you said, it's going to be too little, too late, and we're gonna push right through it. And I think we're gonna flip the 500. We'll do it.
100%.
But I think it's. I don't think anyone else is in control, right? Like say the 500, like you said before, it's more of an energy thing. I don't think there's any huge controlling bodies anymore. Those corporations are mangled, made from lots of different old systems that are dying off. You've seen all the corruption being exposed this year and last year, and you've seen a lot of people running away and leaving the countries and stuff. with the politics and with the, I don't know, some of the actors and stuff you guys seen. Do you guys see what happened to Jim Carrey? They seem to have replaced him.
No. That got debunked. Look into it. Yeah. It was an artist wearing like a costume.
A mask.
Yeah, an artist came out and did it. It's interesting. I forget their name. Maybe like Alex something.
Why did they do that? That's weird.
They do it to a lot of people. But what I think, like when we look at like society, right? So the reason the boomers have accumulated so much is because they were given an opportunity to win. And so anyone who tried, like genuinely put in effort, you can't say that certain people who are successful of the boomer generation did not put in effort. They 100% did, right? So they put the effort in, but they were given an opportunity to win. As decades go on, that opportunity to win has become like next to like impossible.
Oh,
Hoodish, the 500.
Yeah, being taken down.
oh no.
Can you hear me at least? No, all right. That's why like, as decades go on, like we don't have that same opportunity to win, and it's getting like it's becoming so obvious that the middle class is becoming eroded. When you erode the middle class, people wake up. That's why we're having, like, I believe, a massive wake up and having conversations like this. And it's not just with SPX, but it's with a lot of things. Like I can find like middle ground or common ground with anyone I go talk to. Like when I go get my coffee, the guy who's making me my coffee, I become mates with him because he gets it. Like he just gets it, that the whole system is cooked. It's fucked. And yeah, now the boomers who have accumulated all their wealth, they have these opinions of, but if you just work hard, like you can be successful too. But yes, because it worked for you doesn't mean it works now.
Yes,
so they've been fed the poison. They've taken it hook, line, and sinker and got drunk on it. And that's what they believe. And I don't begrudge them for believing that. But it's incumbent on this generation coming through to be like, no, that shit doesn't work, and push back against it a little bit. Because the more we do that, they might actually understand that things might change at the top. But it's such a complex like thing, like this life thing we're all doing. It's super complex. But that's why it's good to have like-minded individuals, have conversations, spaces. I think this stuff's all positive, a net positive, not a net negative. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
6,900%.
6,900%.
I have to put on some quick music now just to commiserate 6,900%. Ready? Just goes for 20 seconds.
Do you think?
I'm on the 6900 frequency. Can't hear doubt when it talks to me. Different math, different destiny. We don't fold, we remember deep. I'm on the 6900 frequency. Heart so calm, mind so free. If you know, then you know.
Although, gents, I'm probably gonna bow out.
Yeah, we gotta
in a minute.
We'll head off now anyway. Thanks so much for coming in, Seb. We had some
Thank you
deep
so much
conversation.
for having me. Yeah.
We went really deep at the end there.
Guys, thanks. I was really excited I'm sorry for the first time as well. No, we got our timings mixed, but
good.
It's hard.
Really nice. Thanks for thinking of me. Sorry, mate?
You're in Wednesday, we're in Thursday, we're in different days here.
Yeah,
we're in the future.
Trippy.
Do become confusing.
Yes. Yeah, no, thanks so much for coming on, Seb. Really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, no problem at all. And probably, I guess, I'll catch you guys in the juices 69-hour space.
Absolutely. Yep. Get some rest, mate, and I'll
get some sleep
during the week.
All right. Thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you, Aeons.
Right.
Love you, girls.
You next time.
Girl.
Bye, girls.
Peace.
SPX 6900 DCAeon SPX